Jeff, you ever get a Gatorade bath that cold?
I've never had one before. As a head coach in high school, I always had my trainers empty all the ices. I hate that stuff, right? I'm always afraid I'm going to have a heart attack. And I think it was bull or pork chop for country. He just nailed me. And he literally, what's the song, Take My Breath Away? He took my breath away.
Jeff, this is a 21-point comeback, just kind of something wild and unbelievable. How do you explain just what happened in this game?
You would understand it more because you're around it so much. I would imagine most people probably packed it up, but the guys that are around us a lot and know these kids, I'm sure they were telling their friends, just watch, these suckers won't go away. They just won't. It doesn't mean we're going to always win, but we just don't go away. That's just who they are. They really do believe in the triangle. And this week, was pound the fist, which is, all of our 5 fingers just wadded up, and we were people of integrity. I literally told them at halftime, this is one of them kind of games where you went home, your wife left you, you lost your job, truck won't crank, lawnmower won't crank, kids crying in there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's where we are right now. We're gonna be men of integrity. We're gonna pack it up and get out of here. Gotta fight. Got to fight. That's what our kids did.
How did they respond to that coming out of halftime? Because it was still a pretty close game.
We were disappointed we didn't get it back to one score. We thought 21-7. We could get the thing to a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. We thought we could get some stuff going, and we did. And then they went right down and answered, and then we came right back. It was a heavyweight fight. I mean, it was a blast to be a part of it. Our offensive line just got decimated, and we had just no one up front except for really Maka that had worked there all week. They all moved around, and that's Sincere carrying it 40 times. Lucas 51-yard punting average, 100 pluses, the kicks, the way we covered the kicks. I thought special teams was incredible tonight. We got 4 get behind us a couple times, 5 got us 2, 22 did. So they got a really good football team, and couldn't be more proud of my kids right now, JJ. Just for what you're mentioning, just hanging in there. We had fun because we were down 21-0. They had a crowd behind us. They were like, "Jeff, you suck. Jeff, you suck." And I literally told my kids, I think I'm fixing to jump in with them, start saying, "Jeff, you suck. Jeff, you suck." Of course, my kids died laughing. We battled back.
Jeff, you talk about that first quarter. What kind of led that to that slow start?
Well, you remember the first one, they called a chop block on us. And then we just dropped the snap. It's 1st and 25. We didn't work on that this week, man. I apologize. I know we're supposed to cover every situation. That's one on the old checklist I didn't do. We just dropped the ball, gave them a touchdown, right? Then we had 3rd and long, and they had to call holding on us, and they got a touchdown there. And we just weren't playing very well. And you can't control the officials. You can't control the opponent. You can't control the weather. What can we control? The controllables are us. And we had to go control what we could control. And we just settled down. And the speed was different too now. That's the fastest team we've ever played against. My guys don't want to hear it, and they don't want to admit it. But I think they might tell you right now that team might have been a little faster than us. But once we adjusted to the speed, I told our coaches that it's going to take us about 8 to 10 minutes to adjust to the speed of this game. I just didn't know it was going to be 21-0 8 to 10 minutes before we adjusted.
Jeff, another incredible performance by Sincere. I think 40-plus carries on the day. What did he do to be so effective today?
That's just who he is. He's the best 4.5-yard runner in college football. I mean, we still hadn't got him loose yet, but man, he just is the best 4.5-yard runner. And you got to understand, the whole team's eyes are on him all the time. So what he does is just remarkable how he runs behind his pads, and he takes care of the football too, which is amazing.
What about the play of your defense? Seemed like they kept you guys in it when you were down early.
There's no doubt. They just. And the turning them over late, I mean, that was just so huge. And, it was just a fun game, JJ. Our defense kept everybody. It was truly a team victory. And what I was most proud of is how we controlled ourselves. We had about 4 kids that got a little emotional, but in the second half, we calmed that down. The first half, we were emotional. And in the second half, I thought we were pretty calm, cool, and collected, and the penalties went the other way instead of our way. We kind of cleaned our stuff up, which I thought that was huge.
You ran the clock down at the end for Hunter just to, I guess, make it a walk-off. Any doubt there that wasn't going to go in?
I'd like to be that confident, but I'm not. I mean, we literally work that situation once a week. We gather around him. We call it 1 to win, and he doesn't get a mulligan. If he misses it, we shame him. He doesn't do that very often, but when he makes it, we go crazy, just like today. And Barry, those guys had a couple of plays they wanted to run, and they were good calls. But I'm like, man, I'm handing the ball to my best player 3 times in a row. I'm putting the ball down. I'm going to call timeout with 2. And my best kicker is going to kick it to the uprights. And we're going to leave here with a win. And I don't know if any of them believed it. I'm not sure I did, but I knew that's what I was going to do. I was going to leave there with 3 and 5 determining the ball game.
Jeff, you talked during the week that Memphis is a program you guys want to emulate.
Right.
What does this mean? What does this win mean towards that?
Well, when Dr. Compost hired me, we talked about 4 or 5 of those group of 5 schools that we want to become one day. And those were one of the 5. You know, obviously Central Florida. I don't want to say too many of them because it helps them with their recruiting, right? But I'll name the ones way away from us because they're not going to be battling for the same kids we are. And we're studying them. We look at all the little details that are behind the scenes that maybe fans might not understand, but administrators and coaches understand that separates the really quality schools that are up there every single year versus the schools that might jump up there some and go away, jump up and go away. What is that in the background? And Memphis has some of those underlying conditions that make a program built to last. And I think this win will really get everybody's attention and see kind of what her and I and President Amy and the guys that are closest to the program really see in this place. These are the kind of wins that get everybody's attention. And this place is special. I texted her this week that I really feel like, I really do. I feel like this is just one of those places just meant to happen. And I think I'm just going to be a small piece of it.
What about those fans there in the corner?
How great were they?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was the loudest 250 people I've ever heard in my life. And they were all oranged out and they were birds up and getting nuts up there. That was fun. That was fun. We're very grateful. That's a lot of fun when you go on the road like that and that many people. And we had people just show up that randomly. People from Gilmer drove all the way up here. Barry had friends from Arkansas that could have gone to Arkansas A&M. They drove over here. There's just so many special people here that really just like that we're doing it the right way. The winning makes it more fun, but we do it the right way. We treat our kids the right way. It's what coaching is supposed to be about. And it's fun. And the guys, I'm going to say this about Memphis. I said to the headsets in the fourth quarter, this is the best coach team I've ever gone against. Every time we had an answer, they had an answer for every single thing. It was a great chess match, and it was a lot of fun and the way they played and the way they coached. I have a lot of respect for those guys. They did it right.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
I appreciate y'all very much.